Hello and welcome to the April 22nd stream of Skin Deep Development. I am Brendan Chung, and today we are going to continue working on this shotgun. I'm a little bit under the weather right now, so I'm going to take it a little bit easy. And I usually try to not work during the weekends, but since I was homesick, I did some shotgun work this weekend. It's got a nice little specular map, so it kind of catches the light now when you move around. The barrel of the shotgun has a little bit more specular than the rest of it because it's a shiny metal. We have audio for the shotgun now. So that's fun. Someone in the Blendo Discord mentioned that id Software, for their weapon effects, they use kind of stock weapon effects, but for their shotgun, they used an explosion sound. And so that's what I did for the Skin Deep shotgun also. I thought that was a really cool story, and I liked it a lot. And turns out it works great, I think. What I did was I got a shotgun sample, and then I overlaid a explosion sample over it, and it ended up with this. Another fun thing is I added button prompts for things. So if you fire without racking the shotgun, bye. If you fire without racking shotgun, you get the button prompt that says, "Hey, you forgot to rack your shotgun," because the shotgun is manually racked in this game. And there's also a reload prompt also. Oops. So it tells you to reload. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with these additions. I think they add a lot to the game. Okay. So what are we gonna work on today? I was thinking we can check out the ammo checking thing. Sorry, my brain is going a little slow right now. To be able to check how much shells you have left in the magazine shell in the shotgun ammo reserves. So for the pistol, we have if you hold down the rack button, you can check if you have a round chambered. And if you hold down the reload button, you can check how much rounds you have left in your magazine. I think I just really like this animation. It's really funny. Every time I look at it, it makes me giggle. I think this animation could be a lot better, but I also think it's just kind of, I don't know, charming and funny looking. I think that, I don't know, I like it. So yeah, we want to do the same thing for the shotgun, where we hold down the reload button. Oh, okay. So we do have an animation, it's just not the right one. Do do that. And we also want a function for checking if you have a shell chambered. You hold down the rack button. Okay. So we should pick one of those to do. Check how if you have a shell chambered. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's check if we have a shell chambered. So we go to the I guess we go here. Okay, so make a new animation. It's gonna be called inspect chamber. Okay. All right, let's give this a shot. So the gun starts in the idle position. Excuse me. Snapman I am says that reminds me of Receiver. Yeah, I think Receiver is a wonderful game. I think you're doing really, really cool stuff. And yeah, there's something really satisfying about like manually controlling parts of a machine. In this case, the machine is being a gun. The game Westorado had a really it kind of went for the same vibe that I'm trying to achieve right now, where it kind of had some receiver-like elements. Westorado is a pixel art Western game where they dynamically place a murderer of your family in this open world, and your job is to find this one person. I think it's a really cool concept, and I had a lot of fun playing it. Anyways, their gun had a thing where every time you fire it, you had to then press a separate button to pull back the hammer of the revolver, and then you could fire it again. And it sounds like a small thing, but it added a lot of character to the game, and I really liked it a lot. And hoping I could kind of do a similar thing for Skin Deep. Okay, so we want to inspect the chamber. This is gonna be kind of weird because the chamber's on this side. Well, let's just do it. I don't know. Let's see, how is this? So you hold it like you need a model. So this is a shotgun. Guess you hold it like that. Okay, so it'll be to the left of the screen. Then you hold it kind of vertically like this. Inspect the chamber. Well, let's just try it out. Go like that. Go like that. This left arm is just going out into the wilderness. Um, then we go here, base, scripts, definition, shotgun. Inspect chamber. Okay, let's see if this magically works. Anton asks, can we eject all our shells just by pumping and pumping? You can. In fact, that's how the pistol works right now. So you just keep on racking the slide. Just live bullets come out. And you can pick them back up. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, shotgun. Uh-oh. Animation's not playing. Why is that? Inspect chamber. Oh, there's some weird in these error messages. Okay, it looks like it's referring to an animation that does not exist. So let's check it out. I'm gonna go here, base, scripts, shotgun. Inspect chamber. Aha. Guess we could do that. All right, let's try this out again. Snapman I am says eject a shell, pick it up as a physics object, throw it to distract guards. That's a good idea. There is throwing right now, but I think I don't have specifically throwing shells. So if you, whatever thing you're holding in your hand, if you click your mouse wheel, it'll toss it. And I think if you toss it at a person or near a person, it'll auto aim toward their head. Oh, that was kind of gruesome. Yuck. Okay, we were testing the shotgun. Let's test the shotgun. Hey. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah. Okay. I think we can make this work. Let's keep tweaking this thing. Torfius in the chat says, I've been setting up a first-person rig in Blender, so it's super interesting to see how yours is set up. Do you not use a camera in Blender to preview what the pose will look like in first person? Ooh, that's a really good idea. I've never done that before, and I kind of don't know how to do that. I know how to set up cameras, but I don't think I know how to approximate the same camera view as the one I see in the Doom engine. I guess I could probably just like reverse engineer all the numbers and find the camera position and the FOV and all that. And you know, probably would help me out in the long run. So I probably should investigate. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, we're gonna turn this gun a little bit this way and make you a little bit higher. Inspect chamber. It's not good. Almost. Gonna go this way. Let's try that. It's looking better. I kind of want to avoid showing the right hand on the trigger, just because I don't really want to animate that. Okay, let's see what we can do here. It's a little bit awkward looking at the opposite side of a gun. Okay, you can move a little bit lower, maybe to the right. Gonna rotate a bit more. A little bit lower. A little bit here. Yeah, maybe this will work. What do we want to do? Move a little bit further away from the camera. Maybe a little bit more toward the center. We can maybe make this work. Yeah, how do I want to change this? Let's make them more to the center. Whoa. Don't do that. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah. That's a good start. Oh, Anton says, or you could look at it by flipping it around its roll to face the camera. I think that's a much better idea than what I'm doing. That would also solve the problem of me having to handle rendering all these shells and keeping them updated. Yeah. Let's call this one Inspect Chamber 2. And let's try redoing this with Anton's idea. I think that'll work a lot better. And it'll look better too. So the way we're gonna do this is, make an animation. Title, you the right thing. Okay. Good, good, good. And what we're gonna do is we're going to let's see how to best do this. We are going to use the 3D axis in Blender. Okay, so you're holding a shotgun. You just kind of roll it like that. Okay. I kind of like it. Yeah. This is a much cleaner solution. Yeah, thank you so much for the idea. This is going to be a lot better, I think. What do I want to do? Okay, so we want to straighten it out so it's not as angled. So we're going to kind of do that. Can make you raise you a little bit. I think I might need to position the right hand over the trigger. Which, honestly, I'm not super looking forward to doing. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get away with not doing that. Okay. What do we want to change here? It looks very robotic right now. Could probably wiggle it around a bit, give it some more heft. Okay, let's move the right hand over here. Oh. Oh no. It's gonna move everything. That's not great. I wonder if I could change the bone hierarchy to just not be connected. What if I did that? I think that might mess everything up. No, that didn't help at all. What if okay. I guess I could yeah, the rig that I made for the shotgun is kind of making this kind of difficult. Well, let's try to see if we can wiggle ourselves into a better position. Got you and you. What if we angled the trigger so that it's out of frame? It's gonna be a little bit tricky because the gun moves around so much. I really like this roll animation though, or I like the roll idea. It's really good. I want to try to find a way to make this work. I mean, I guess I could shove the entire gun to the right of the screen. But I kind of like keeping the chamber in the center of the screen, like how that is. Yeah, sorry the stream is just me playing this animation over and over again. I find that that's how I tend to work, is to just look at the thing a million times and it somehow becomes clear what to do after you see it for the millionth and first time. Well, I mean, I guess we could try to move our right hand onto it. It's gonna mess everything up. Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's try wiggling like that. Hey. I mean, if you move the camera down really fast, you'll see that your shotgun is floating in midair, like a ghost. But maybe that's not too big of a deal. Kinda wanna just go with that. Let's tilt you more. Let's move you closer. Excuse me. Maybe we can make this work. All right. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Let's go with this. So we have a pretty good rough position for the shotgun. Let's move this arm so that it is more I really gotta learn IK sometime. This is not the right way of doing this. That's not great. It's floating hand. Don't like it. I don't like the floating hand. Oh, why is it floating though? Oh, maybe it's because maybe if I turn off those blend frames. Try that out. So I'm reducing the amount of blend frames that it does to go from one state to the next state. Let's see what happens when I do that. Well, it's not ideal. You know what? We can just play a different animation. We can play an animation going from inspect to idle. And that'll work out, I think. Okay. We'll deal with that later. For now, what we want to do is we want to move okay. Wait, what are we doing? There it is. Okay, so what we want to do is that when we inspect the chamber, we want to pull back the slide a little bit so that it reveals whether there's a shell in chamber or not. So at frame number 1, we are going to oh, there it is. Yeah, so we're gonna move this all the way. Oh no, I forgot. I have a problem. Ugh. So the shell kind of digs into the barrel. Let's see if we can see it from here. Well, okay, let's see what happens. And we pull it back. Okay, let's see how this looks. Alright, we got a bit of a... We gotta wiggle some stuff around. So you can see a little bit of the shell on top of the stock. Sorry, on top of the slide. And that's not ideal. Well, I wonder if we can kind of do some stage magic and hide it out of the player's view. All right, what am I looking for? Textured. So we go here. That's the bone. What if we just did that? What if we lerp it so that the bullet kind of slides back there? Well, we'll see if this works. Can we hide it? Inspect chamber. I mean, I don't know. I guess it works. Cool. Problem solved, I guess. Okay. Okay, so let's do some cleanup work. It would be nice that when you turn it, there's a little bit of an overshoot. So let's give that a shot. Let's give it a 3-frame overshoot. You and you. Okay. Well, let's check it out. It's a little bit subtle. That's better. All right, it's a little bit of a bobble. That looks great. Then we're going to the end of the bobble. We want to move the slide. Actually, before we do that, let's do the let's do a little overshoot on the chamber also. 1, 2, 3. Go back a little bit. Then we do the slide. 1, 2. Go this far. One, two, three. Go a little bit. Oh crap. I got all confused. All right, let's try this. What's happening here? Right. Copy you, I think. All right. Okay, let's try it out. Not bad. It's getting there. Yeah, so last piece is moving this arm. Copy you, and then we kind of wiggle you this way. And then we settle back in. Okay, let's check out what we got. Hey, it's not bad. You know, we don't have a transition from idle high to the inspect chamber, but for some reason it looks fine. I don't know. Because like it does alert bit really quickly, and yeah, I don't know. It seems to be okay. Cool. Yeah, I like it. Let's work on this ammo belt situation. Keyframe. What if just did that? Whoa. Nope. Go right there. I think this will be off screen, so it doesn't really matter. Let's try that out. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think this is turning out pretty good. Let's hook up some sound effects. So, the way the audio system works for some things is that you can tag frames in an animation with commands. And one of the commands is playing a sound effect. So, what we want to do is... Where is it? I want to just copy and paste it. There it is. So frame number 1, we want like a gun handling noise. And then on frame number, let's see what number it is. 8. I like to play sound effects a short time before the action happens. I don't quite know why I like it to do that, but I find that it gives me the results that I like. We'll do that for now. Okay. Pretty good. Let's let's make a variation of the shotgun pumping, where instead of clack clack, it's just one clack. Get you. Then we fade out. Doesn't sound great. Well, I don't know. We'll try it out. See if it sounds better in the engine. Check on inspect chamber. Then we make a... do that. And then we open up the sound shaders file. Copy you. And we make a new little sound shader. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's work on that a bit more. What if we just did this one? It's better. Cool. Phil9681 asks, are you going to add some kind of physics to the belt? No, I don't think so. I think, to the best of my knowledge, I don't know of like a clean and easy way of making the physics system play with the weapon model system. I'm sure that there is a way you can hack it in, but I don't know of such a way. So, therefore, for all my animations, I've been kind of strategically showing or hiding the weapon belt. Only when I need to. And faking the physics animations. Brax2 says, that looks good, nice and deliberate. Yeah, I think it's, the chat has been helping me a lot in trying to make animation motions to give them like intentionality. It's something I'm still trying to figure out. Like moving from point A to point B, then having it do the little overshoot and undershoot stuff helps a lot and makes it look like the motions are very deliberate and intentional. Cool. Anton says, is there a new version of Audacity? I don't recognize those UI buttons. I think I got this pretty recently. I tend to not upgrade my software super often. Don't remember why I updated my Audacity. There was some reason. But yeah, the new version looks pretty nice. Looks pretty good. Okay. Cool. That looks great. Let's check in what we got. Awesome. Ooh, excuse me. So what games are people playing in the chat? What have I been playing? Oh yeah, I started playing Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle on the Switch, and it's pretty fun. I like it a lot. I really like how they abstracted how they handle probabilities of shooting things. Instead of it being like a dice roll where it's always you get like a 90% chance of hitting something. What they do is that if a person is in the open, there is a 100% chance of hitting them, and if they're behind partial cover, then there's a 50% chance of hitting them. And so far, that's all the math that's been in the game. Oh, and I think the weapon damage has some variation, but yeah, I think it solves a lot of problems when you cut things down to the bone like that, and it feels pretty good. I'm having a good time with it so far. Do we want to? We could do a transition from inspect chamber to back to the idle. Give that a shot. Okay. Inspect chamber. Okay, so we can make a new animation here. Call it inspect chamber underscore to idle. And we can delete all of you, delete all of you. And I think we can just reverse the frames like this. So it starts high, goes low. Okay, that seems to work. Except for the hand going berserko, but that should be, we can address that. I'll be right back. Let me get some more tea for my cup. F4NU asks, did you stick with S subversion because you're not comfortable with Git, or you're just in too deep? I stuck with subversion just because I really like subversion. Out of all the source controls systems that I've used, subversion fits my workflow and my needs the best. I think subversion is really good for small teams. It's really good for simple projects that don't need a lot of functionality. Like for my source control wants, I just want to be able to throw things into a repository, be able to revert things when I want to, and that's basically it, I think. And Subversion does a great job at that, I think. I've been told that I'm also like I've been told that if you want to handle more people like multiple persons on a project. Subversion starts to not scale super well, is what I've been told. But excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. For now, it's working great, and I recommend it for people who want to try search control, but haven't really done it before. Okay, let's wiggle this arm into position. Let's also see if we can just could probably just reduce the amount of frames that we do. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try that. Save. Export. Spec chamber to idle. Go back here. And let's give you a little sound effect. I think sound adds a lot to games, and you don't realize it until a thing just does not have a sound effect, and then it just feels weird and empty. Okay, so we got that. Let's try to throw this into our weapon script. Script, weapon, shotgun. Okay, let's see. How are we going to do this? File, and then do the wait frame. Weapon, spec chamber. State idle. Play cycle. Oops. Create animation. Well, let's see if that scripting worked. I guess it worked. There's some wackiness happening though. I'm not sure what's causing that to happen. Play animation channel until. Yeah, I noticed the little round was sticking out of here. Let's fix that. Chamber title. Oh, it's also 14 frames. I don't want to do that. Let's make it 3 frames. Let's try this again. Yeah, there's some weird stuff happening here. Yikes. The hand. Gross. That's gross. Well, we will fix that at some other point. I think for now we're gonna call it a day. Thanks so much for joining me, y'all. This has been a lot of fun. I think we have a pretty cool animation now. Thanks so much for the suggestions in the chat. It's been awesome as usual. I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. Yeah, I've been really enjoying doing these streams. Thanks for taking the time and hanging out. We will continue. What is it? What's the next time? Tuesday. Yeah, so that's tomorrow. Cool. And I will see you all then. All right, bye for now.